Legion is coming to an end, and throughout Legion, we got to experience a nice little variety of raids and bosses and mechanics, and honestly, in my opinion, I thought it was a lot of fun. But you know what? Some fights are better than others, so this is the top 10 boss fights that we had in Legion. Number 10, Helia. Now, first and foremost, let's get this out of the way. Helia is rooted in Norse mythology, and everybody knows that I love that stuff. I mean, what other boss fight literally takes place in hell? I mean, come on, guys. Can you name one other boss that has big, giant fish boobies? No, you can't. There's lots of Vrykruel, which are really freaking cool. Love Vrykruel. There's this scary, misty, dark ambience. It really adds this awesome, kind of oceany, in hell, kind of creepy vibe to the fight. And you know, it's not the greatest or the most fun in terms of its mechanics, but I think the Helia fight is very memorable nonetheless, so I gave her number 10 on this list. Number 9, Cinereous. Guys, it's literally Cinereous. Cinereous from Warcraft 3. Remember that guy? This is him. And you know what? This time, he's red. The boss room is a corrupted version of Moonglade, which is pretty epic, especially if you are a druid player or you're a fan of the druid class fantasy as a whole. Now, unfortunately, I never did this raid when it first came out because I was too focused on PvP at the time in Legion, but you know what? It's still enjoyable to go back just for the lore and the visuals, and just to say that I defeated Cinereous. That's pretty cool. Number 8, Star Auger Atreus. Probably the most visually appealing fight in all of Legion. It has been well over a year as of April 2018 since this raid came out, and people still do not look away when the ads cast Witness the Void. You would think that if an evil ad was saying something like, hey, you want to check out this terrifying thing? You would say, no, and you would turn away. But no, people still have trouble with it. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Anyway, you know what else is cool about this boss? The fact that it literally makes you poop fel with fel injection. All right? There's not many bosses out there that make you poop, guys, but this is one of them. But overall, Star Auger Atreus, he's just a scared wee man who's been told too many bedtime stories about the void eating him. So, he's fun to kill, fun to fight, but we gotta feel sorry for him. Number 7, Iligan. Iligan has a T-Rex bodyguard. A T-Rex bodyguard, guys! And not only that, this boss, it's a giant freaking eyeball with a pile of shit behind it. It's a cool fight because you have to use gloopily glooplies to kill him. Because if you haven't done this fight, he gets a buff that makes him take 99% reduced damage from players. So you have to kill ads, which will spawn the Nightmare Icors, aka the Gloopity Gloopities. Lure the Gloopity Gloopities to him and make them explode, and that is the only way to deal damage to the eye. This boss also has a lot of spooky voices attached to him, and he gave us a lot of insight, and he still gives us a lot of insight into what might happen down the road in Azeroth's future. Noble87 must love this boss, so you need to love it too. Number 6, Kiljaeden. It's the Kiljaeden, the mythic anus destroyer himself. It took Method 654 pulls to kill this guy on Mythic, and you know what? That was pretty neat. Like Garrosh, he is a super lore-heavy character, and you know what? His kill, it gets stolen from us. But don't worry, not by Thrall this time by Velen. And this guy, as we all know, he gave the Tomb of Sokageras its name with his Armageddon bullshit. But you know what? He's a memorable fight. He's a memorable Warcraft villain going all the way back to Warcraft 3, and we love him. Number 5, Maiden of Vigilance. It's a corrupted Titan construct ordered by Egwene to defend the Tomb of Sargeras. This boss also throws glowing balls at your face. It's not every day that you get balls thrown in your face, but this boss is going to do it to you. Is also pretty cool because it makes you jump into a giant hole, and you know what? You just gotta hope for the best, man. You gotta take a leap of faith and just jump in the hole, see what happens. And finally, this boss drops the Hammer of Vigilance, which is pretty cool. And I like it. So I'm putting the Maiden of Vigilance on the list. But let's keep going, shall we? Number 4, Ghoul Dan. After so many years of waiting, after the catastrophe that was Warlords of Draenor, we get to kick this giant green asshole straight in the dick after so many years. Oh, he's a frail old man for the first half of the fight. And you might think, man, maybe I shouldn't be attacking this guy because he's a frail old man. But then, you know what happens? Ghoul Dan starts to give a shit halfway through the fight, and he turns into a freaking monster! Sometimes he drops a really cool mount, like the Living Inferno core. Ghoul Dan is also a big favorite from a lore perspective, and there's also this really epic cinematic that you get to see after you defeat him of Illidan kill-stealing him from you. Man, there's a lot of kill steals in WoW lately. I never even really thought about that. All right, whatever. So, Ghoul Dan, he's a great ending to the Suramar questline. He's a fun fight, and he's going as number 4 on the list. Number 3, Argus, the Unmaker. Argus the Unmaker is literally the soul of a planet. He's a soul of a planet that has been tortured for 10 quadrillion years by Sargeras. All right? And you know what? In those 10 quadrillion years, you know what he got? He got himself a super sparkly gettable scythe. Look at this scythe for 1 second, guys. You know you want it. He has interesting and engaging phases, even in LFR. I've had fun doing them anyway. And he drops some ugly-ass mount for big Dickosaurus mythic raiders called the Shackled Urzul. I don't have that mount because I'm not cool enough. Anyway, you get to fight him in a room full of exhausted titans who look like they're pretty much done with your bullshit. And you might think, Titans, why aren't you helping us in the fight? That's what I was thinking, but just seeing the Titans all sitting around like that is pretty freaking cool. Number 2, Agramar. He's got the big ol' sword that everybody wants and that nobody can pronounce, the Tekachalakachak. You know what's great about this fight too? Tanks actually have to do something. Well done, Blizzard. His heroic mechanics mean stupid pugs get their buttholes ruined, and that's always nice. He has a lot of fire shit that you could potentially stand in, so that's always good. I mean, that's a nice World of Warcraft classic, standing in the fire. He drops a lot of good stuff too. Lots of nice gear. But mostly I just get gold because he never drops anything for me because he's a big fucking asshole. But I like the fight, so I put him as number 2. But there is one fight. There's one fight, my friends, that surpasses even Agramar. Even Agramar. Let's see who it is, shall we? Number 1, the Covenant of Shavar. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Nixxiom. The Covenant of Shavar? Yeah, dude. What did you expect? It's 3 hot babes, man. And I'm frickin' Nixxiom. I can't resist the 3 hot babes. There's lots of mechanics to keep you on your toes. It's a hard fight. It's fun. It's impossible to do in a pug group on Heroic. And you know what? I like that. That's awesome. Down below, if you look through the floor, you will see Veramothras laying there with these 3 bitches tormenting the poor guy, which makes you want to kill them because, gosh, if you're a Forsaken player like me since Classic, Veramothras has always been our dude. Love Veramothras. Anyway, for Heroic, you need to pray to RN Jesus that you're standing in a good spot before Azara casts Storm of Darkness. But guys, seriously, you know why I put this boss as number 1? One simple reason. You get to laugh at the idiots who stand in the middle and can't dodge the fire. Guys, it's the easiest mechanic in the world to dodge. What are you doing? Please, you're driving me insane. Guys, seriously, what was your number 1 fight in Legion? There were a ton of fun fights. I enjoyed this expansion from a rating perspective, but what do you guys think? Do you agree with my list or not? Leave a comment down below. As always, big shout out to the Patreon supporters. Big shout out to those of you who watch me raid and do my business over on twitch.tv. You guys are awesome. And you know what? To the YouTube audience that's listening right now, I will see you in another video very soon. See ya.